now they have a nice complement with the two of those guys playing together.
Randolph, the jab step jumper. It's in. Fire. Baldwin accepts contact. Vince passed on the three. Randolph will take it. Conley around the Randolph screen. Extra pass. Baldwin will try for three. Put it in! It's the first triple of the quarter for the Grizzlies.
We've got to get stops. We've got to get runs. Like the way the first quarter finished, obviously. Wants to continue it going forward.
Randolph on a roll. Flips it up and in against Aldridge. Not quite in the offing. Randolph rolls to the bucket and puts it in. They rallied from 17 down to win at Oracle Arena against Golden State.
Zach Randolph with the size and strength inside.
Randolph goes to the spin against Jang and ties the game at 81. Baldwin, Randolph, yes! Tied at 85.
Great screen set by Vince Carter.
Approach 2 minutes. The Grizzlies, an eclectic group of players out there. Good backdoor at that time.
Terrell Martin. It's in his second year. Trying to bring along some of the young players. Baldwin inside as Jennings got caught behind him. Looks inside.
Zebo's missed his last 2 shots.
So crafty. He has accepted that 6-man role. There's Troy Williams. Randolph shot clock winding down. Randolph puts up a 3 and nails it.
Zach.
And only 5 in the second half. Lee pokes it away. Randolph shoots over Porzingis. They call my mistake. They call a foul on Holiday. Baldwin inside. Shot missed. Randolph right there. He didn't have to jump. Conley back to Gasol. Gasol inside Randolph.
Melo and KP not communicating. Zach all alone.
The style that they have is beautiful, but that Grizzlies uniform will look a lot better.
A throwaway, and it's picked up by Zach Randolph.
Despite the fact they went 2 for 13, shooting before that timeout.
Andrew Harrison, rookie from Kentucky. Dump it inside and the score from Randolph on a nice pass.
Vince Carter with the nice pass.
Randolph open again.
Now, it's taking a little bit of time, but you can see he has the skill set.
So pick and roll. Randolph rolls, finishes, and is fouled. And another assist from Vince Carter.
Stronger, but he's still a guy. Once he starts to see a couple go down, it becomes tough.
Yeah, and when Zach Randolph sees a couple go down, he gets really tough as well.
Drives, a lot of traffic. Threw it up there for Nicholson, and the Wizards turn it over.
A good job of collapsing defensively by the Grizzlies.
9 straight now by the Wizards. Randolph. 13 for Zebo. That's a game-high total.
Inside the paint, 4 for 16 outside the paint. That should tell the Grizzlies, force them to shoot some jump shots.
Well, Randolph has got the jump shot working.
Screen, good recognition by the Wizards. Able to get Morris the ball going to the basket.
Conley's got to look at a 3. It's through.
Certainly is one of those guys that's bringing that energy when he's on the floor.
Randolph against Nicholson, 6 to shoot. Got him in the air and scored the bucket.
To every year give out millions and millions of dollars to make sure that this continues and continue to help young people. Wow. Tell you what, between Randolph.
4 shots. Baldwin on the crossover. Tough chance in the lane. Randolph comes up with the air ball and he puts it in. Randolph has made 5 in a row.
The play against John Wall's size and speed.
Through the hands of Gortat.
Randolph takes it to the cup. I talked to Zach Randolph before the game. He's really trying to embrace the 6-man role.
And really giving them a boost.
12 points off the bench, and Randolph puts an end to the run with that. Davis 7 to shoot. Zebo's going to take him inside, flip it up and in for Zach Randolph. Just his second make of the night. Goes the other side against Davis. Davis stifles in. Zebo somehow got it back, put it up and in. Oh, what a play by Randolph with a pirouette and a tiptoe dance on the baseline. Nearing 1 minute remaining in the third. Randolph against Jones again. No double team yet, and Randolph puts it in.
This quarter off with a turnover.
Baldwin with a steal. Randolph. Oh, what great hands! The pass a little bit behind Zebo. But Baldwin made the delivery anyway.
Before the ball gets up high.
But just to follow that thought, despite the fact that they have DeAndre Jordan, yes, from Zach Randolph. Nice give back. Conley with the finish. The playoff contenders.
Two teams that a lot of people feel as though will be in that talk as Zebo is able to knock down a long-range jumper. You take one more dribble to be able to go up with a power shot.
Randolph, deep position, hooks it up and in. Nice spin move by Randolph.
They have to go to that every time down the floor.
30 start. Make a note of the early start time against Portland. Randolph goes quickly and puts the biscuit in the basket. Quincy, he'll draw charges. He's a willing defender, decent rebounder. Conley, hesitation, flip that falls. Conley, covered up by Griffin. Randolph quickly. 95-88.
A lot better on the defensive end.
It has been a recurrent theme. Carter, he had a foot on the line, then he drills that one. So 5 straight for Vince Carter. Bottom feeders when it comes to rebounding the basketball, particularly in terms of the percentage of rebounds they collect. And Randolph gives the Grizzlies the lead back at 26-25.
Conley this afternoon, 1 of 3 shooting, coming off a 30-point effort in the loss Friday. Here at home to the Clippers, Zach Randolph.
Randolph a straightaway 3. It's through!
The Denver Nuggets than a Portland Trailblazer.
Lillard, 19 points now, 11 of 11. Vince Carter, yes!
So whenever shooters come into the game.
Randolph against Davis. Zebo going to go at him, flip it up and in. Zach Randolph creating a little bit of space. Terry Stotts wants to travel. Grizzlies back in front. Randolph against Davis. No double team. Up, under, and in for Zach Randolph. Give him 13, and we're tied at 84. Somebody else makes a shot, fine.
Exactly.
And Lillard coming back into the game. Randolph rumbling down the lane. The finger roll is in. Big fella is feeling it. Martin going to test the middle against Fareed. Put it up, no. Zebo with the offensive rebound and the putback.
And shoot threes and go small. Well, we have 2 big guys that can play this game and make a difference. And he's running with them.
Pick and roll. There's Randolph. A pick and pop, and down it goes.
Against the 2 big guys.
Grizzlies lead is 2. Conley in a crowd. Flips it up, no. Randolph. Yes! And the foul. Grizzlies working hard on the offensive glass. Grizzlies top 10 in offensive rebounding.
2 minutes.
Randolph against Fareed. Zebo with a flip that falls. Got around Fareed. Randolph able to latch on to the rebound. Randolph over Nurkic. Yes.
And that is his best play.
Randolph against Jokic. Spins into him. Flips it up and in. James Ennis with a steal. Nifty pass. Going to go back to Randolph. He rumbles in for the finish. Randolph. Yes. Wow.
There have been others. Bucks on a 7-0 run. Zach Randolph perfectly timed as he knocks it away from Monroe. 2015 draft, it was Andrew Harrison from Kentucky.
Zach Black, oh, just got it off.
Just beat it, Jarrell Martin.
The teams have been doing a good job against Giannis on the spin move, being there on the spin immediately.
Zach Randolph.
You know how to get to when you get old. Things get sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Zach Randolph. Randolph gets by Plumlee.
Yeah, the help is coming from the top.
Zach Randolph with Monroe right in front of him. He goes and gets that three-ball miss. Pass ahead. Terry saves it, but to Randolph at midcourt. Jason Kidd thought there was a double dribble. Ennis rattle out. Randolph puts it back.
Got to do battle in the trenches.
Now they're playing that high-low game we saw for so many years. Gasol and Randolph.
Back to basics.
All that time.
Finding the gaps in the zone.
Gasol leaves it off for Randolph. This is the Memphis team that we've seen.
Harrison gives it to Big Zach. He pounds inside the old-fashioned way. I tell you, his game just won't quit. Inside to Randolph. Hook shot short. Ingles tries to strip it away. Big Zach, that's what he does. He's a banger. Gasol. Conley skip pass. Randolph. Conley the assist. Yes. Carter out behind the three-point line. He'll lob it down to Zach. Boris is on him. Randolph left-hand shot. And drops it.
They ran that three-point play for Joe, and he just missed the shot.
Randolph versus against Randolph. The bump, it rolls off the rim. The putback wouldn't go. There he is. Randolph so good with picking up offensive rebound. The tip, no. Yes. Randolph again.
Clippers by 5. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Randolph on the low block. Done so much damage over the years from that spot. Randolph with that soft touch in the middle of the paint. It's a 2-point game. Coach, thank you. Yeah, Griffin had 15 points in that first quarter. Nice pass there to Vince Carter for the basket. This year he would get some sympathy points. Like, it'd be graded on a curve because of the age.
It shouldn't be. If you're arguably the greatest dunker that this game has ever seen, going to get it done. And Mike Conley, being that voice in that locker room, in the huddle, in his game, makes a huge difference.
Randolph with a putback. Here's Mike Conley, who has not missed from the field. He's got 16 points, 5 of 5 shooting. Randolph drills it. Kind of encapsulates what this Memphis team is all about, that play, as Randolph extends the lead to 7. 2.5 to play. Memphis ball. Bad pass. Fortunate bounce. Randolph able to hit.
Nico Bursino's gone in. Nicholas Bursino now seeing his 9th game action of the year as Randolph hits the jump shot. Mavs up by 1. He's been an assistant with the Heat for the last 8 seasons. Conley against Bursino. Randolph looks up at the clock, shoots over Mejri, and got it.
Tony Allen. Randolph. TA. Yes, and the foul. Pretty play.
On Fox Sports Southwest, Mark Pauloville, Derek Harper, Jeff Skin Wade at American Airlines Center. 3, Vince Carter. Double team on Zebo underneath. Tony Allen with his 2nd catch in the paint to score. 1 there at the end of the 3rd, and here in the 4th.
No double team here.
Randolph's fadeaway right over Bogan.
So the longer he's out there, I think the more confident he'll become.
Randolph trying to overpower Mejri and is able to flip it in with the left hand, getting in deep.
6th tie of the game. Randolph against Jang. Jab step jumper on the way and through.
He loves to start the game off.
Score the bucket for Levine. He's got 7. Randolph with a fade that falls.
Sport that they really enjoy his upside.
Randolph against Jang. Got to go against the shot clock. Puts it in.
Have the almost 10 more shot attempts.
Gasol, deep position. Hook won't fall. Randolph is there. How about another offensive rebound? Randolph against Jang. 5 to shoot. Fadeaway jumper. Yes, sir. Nothing but twine for Zach Randolph. And what does it say about this Grizzlies defense that Andrew Wiggins has been held to 7 points? Randolph. Yes.
And when they want to key in on somebody.
Topside Carter. Nice ball fake by Andrew Harrison. Zebo for three. Bingo!
Of course it would be Zebo to make the first three. Offensive game that Jamichael has.
Randolph rumbles to the lane, flips it up and in.
That's a beautiful set play there. Mike Conley.
The whole franchise. I love the story of the underdog.
Vince Carter, a three-pointer. He's done that before.
In initiating and finishing the break.
Allen out to Randolph. Oh, got a friendly roll. Randolph flicks it up there with the left hand.
He and Gasol have an uncanny.
Randolph got too deep.
Jordan's has to held the footing.
Oh, Zach Randolph in the right place at the right time. Bad pass goes right into his hands. Money than Mike Conley this season. A lot of bar bets with his friends asking that thing. Zach Randolph.
Take on the Chicago Bulls here. Sixers tonight right in the middle of a season-long 5-game homestand. They have been very successful at home thus far. Yeah, well, and he's looking at the official sideways, and the official is having none of it. It is simply out of bounds, last touch by Nick.
Take a look at it again here.
Mike Conley to the bench. Andrew Harrison for him. Old man. And you know what? He could always hit that shot as well.
Guessing, all he needs is a little bit of room because he is tall. He's got long arms. Get the shot off.
And he took it away from Okafor. And then the foul in transition. Stauskas for the tie. Ilyasova.
Wow.
Nearly outdueled Randolph. Sent to the wood. Whistle silent.
Looking for Zach inside.
Against Joel Embiid. Randolph got it off and in. Zach Randolph. Randolph against Okafor. Remember, he likes to go left. Randolph wants Okafor, and here they go. Zach Randolph coming up large. Memphis here with a fresh 24. Sixers with two of their better rebounders on the bench as Gasol slams for two.
In the league, but still a high percentage of their shots come on assisted basket.
Harris on a curl, no look, and Zach Randolph with a bucket. Gasol screens for Baldwin. Gasol, good again. Extra pass, a TD3. Randolph offensive rebound, and the stick back. Called it a trap game. High-low for Randolph. Wow, Zach somehow dug it out. A poor pass. High-low, Randolph. Got it back. A Z-bound for Zebo. Timeout, Philadelphia. Tony Allen goes to the crossover against Stauskas. Short-armed it. Randolph. Got it to go. Tied at 91. 17-3 run for Portland. Randolph, double team comes. Undercutting Jarrell Martin. Randolph delivers.
And because of that, David, he can't get going, so he throws it inside to Zebo.
Yes, for Troy Daniels.
Better ball movement here on the offensive end. Bob, move some bodies. Get things going, and Zebo just bullies his way to the paint.
Tony Douglas, the hero of the victory over Portland. Randolph over JaVale McGee. Yes! And Troy Daniels with the false start. Randolph the catch, and the finish of the foul! Durant has 12, the Golden State's 21. Tony Douglas will show and go. No, rebound, Randolph, yes! On the shot clock. He's going to drive it and then set up Randolph for three. Bingo! Oh my goodness, it's one of those nights.
Stretch of the imagination.
Randolph, deep position, hooks it up, and in.
Behind the line to shoot.
Tony Allen. Well short, and Randolph.
The pass, partner. He saw his guy underneath. Instead of throwing the lob conventionally, he made it look like it was a jump shot.
Randolph against Jones, 10 to shoot.
Oh, good pass.
What a pass to Tony Allen! Zach Randolph, that was sensational!
No double team help coming. Randolph flipped it away. Clever move from behind. Here comes Williams, good athlete. The open floor, knocked away by DeAndre Wiggins.
Understand, and he turned around and schooled him.
LeBron has officially a 40-pound advantage there as Randolph scores. To play in the corner, lengthening the lead to 9. Randolph always wants to get that left hand, and he scored it. He gets you that deep.
Oh yeah, there's not much you can do against him that deep. He's just so clever with how to use his body and using that board.
16. You can tell this team misses Conley's leadership as Randolph gets inside for the easy 2 season. Vince Carter back out there. Randolph, hard left hand. Good aggressive move. That was Zach Randolph of a couple of years ago. There's camps as a kid. J.R. Smith rises and hits a beautiful stroke for 3.
No, you can see it. His legs under him. He turned his shoulders back to his target, and that's deep in the cue. Love did a good job with a quick shot inside.
Biggest lead for the Cavs. Tony Allen muscles his way inside with a soft touch. Tony Allen draws the foul from Iman Shumpert. Has Harrison on him again. Over the top, toss to Tristan Thompson, but Randolph saw it coming, well defended. Nice pass, a little bit off the mark. Allen rescued it. 5 to shoot. Randolph has to settle for it and hit it. Zach Randolph has 10.
It's a Howdy Doody show.
3 minutes into the second half. Undercut inside, too easy for Williams.
Yeah, that was way too easy.
Zach Randolph back out there. Troy Daniels gave it to him. Randolph again to that left hand on a run. He scores so well on the run.
Yeah, that is his favorite shot too. That move
in this early season. Randolph on a cleared floor was waiting for the double team potential to clear. Randolph to fall away. Tough shot. 2013 when they had back-to-back games with Philly. Randolph on the run again. Silky smooth. Randolph, the go-to guy here. He's got 16, 83-74. This is the spot they want to get. Tall toss, and it's won by Memphis. Martin inside to Randolph.
Randolph. Nice cut through by Troy Daniels and a good find by Randolph. David Fizdale doesn't want the Grizzlies to rush anything at this point. Douglas under the bucket, finds Randolph and he puts it home. Throw it to the hand. Give back. Douglas, yes, in the foul.
Basketball's an easy game when you have low post players.
Randolph, give back. Troy Daniels, a pull-up. Bingo.
Seen stranger things happen.
Both teams are over the limit. Daniels for 3.
That's how it goes. Some nights they go down, some nights they don't.
Randolph goes middle, hooks it up and in. His second field goal of the game.
Swipes very well.
High-low. Zach Randolph is in against Tolliver. Vince cuts through, lays it up and lays it in. Grizzlies with 10.
Out very well on what his role is with the team. Tony's been playing so well these last 8 games when Mike's been down. 13 points a game, 7 boards a game. He's crashing those offensive rebounds.
Another offensive rebound. Tony finds Randolph. Fresh shot clock. TD for 3. Bingo! Needed that.
Well, he needed a good clean look.
And they're doing it.
And there is the long ball. A rare three-pointer.
So that they have an opportunity to set their half-court deep.
Harrison, his 3 is through. So the Grizzlies with 2 triples here in the third quarter. Randolph against Kufis. The runner rattles home. Carter with a rebound. Randolph in rhythm. Yes.
Nice push to the basketball that time by Harrison.
Ball's got to go through 33 at some point. Unless it goes to Zach Randolph.
Well, Zach Randolph has the mismatch with Anthony Tolliver on the low block.
Randolph against Cousins. Drop off, Gasol. 5th assist for Randolph tonight. Ennis against Joe Johnson. Zebo levels off against Gobert and puts it in. Call a jump ball. That's a leggy. Carter for 3. It's through.
We're talking about guys that needed to see a shot go down.
It's Carter. And that one blocked by Lyles.
Oh, look at Zebo
with a steal. BC was hoping traffic would clear that he could put up a 3. Grizzlies looking for their first lead of the game. Randolph goes middle, hooks it up and in. 14 straight for Memphis. Won the postseason party. Randolph with 11 to shoot against Favors. Step back, Jay. Yes, sir. Randolph.
Offensively.
Jazz 16 of 23 in the paint. Randolph. Yes. Crosses over. Gasol. Randolph. Yes! Shot clock down to 8. 1-on-1. Randolph goes to work. Daniels for 3. Bingo! Final half minute of the first quarter. Zebo. Yes! Celtics average 104 a game. They give up 102.3. Daniels for 3. Daniels. Randolph against Amir Johnson. Single coverage, and Zebo hits.
Finding at the right time tonight.
Thomas forced inside the arc, loses it in the lane. It's out of bounds. Grizzlies boss has been Taylor.
Very, very hard on Mike Conley.
Daniels couldn't uncork the 3. Touch pass, Gasol, Randolph. Yes! Tied at 92. Tony Allen with a pump fake around a Gasol screen, down the lane, finds Randolph, his reverse, no. Foul is good.
Andrew Harrison gives it up to Zach Randolph. Top side Gasol, and he triples. Wow. He's been the best player on the floor so far. They've now gone 10 deep. Step back gun. Zach Randolph is down. Grizzlies come away with it. Vince Carter with a block. And from distance, Reggie, Stanley Johnson, and Marcus Morris for the Pistons. Here's a step in front steal by Zach Randolph on the dish inside for Andre. Zach Randolph puts it on the deck, drives it right into Andre and lays it in.
You know what? You got to shade his left hand. And then in this quarter, same thing.
Gasol was 6 of the 12 in the 12-0 run. Zach inside to Gasol, scores again. Nice pass, big to big. Ton of time to go.
Get a chance to come back and set your defense against Memphis.
Against hopefully a tired team. Well,
for sure.
Harrison off to Zach. Fires, fills it up.
That's a good play after the timeout.
Come out, Sam Decker is into the ball game along with Nene. His first season in Houston, and a nice flip that falls for James Ennis. Randolph, that jab step jumper over Decker, not there. Tony tips. Zebo gets it and puts it back up and in, but Tony Allen's effort on the offensive glass has been notable. They had a 24 of 61 outing against New Orleans. Randolph.
Difference in the game.
Vince with the dunk. Randolph on the deck, got the step against Nene, puts it up and in. Tough shot by Randolph. 5 the different shot clock to game clock. Harrison, Randolph, banked it in.
Nice delivery by Harrison around what they do. The norm on the season.
Carter has an answer.
Continue to do with his minutes on the floor.
Randolph with the steal. Pass intended for Nene. After three. Vince, no hesitation. It's down! Zebo has Beverly on him. Got to let it go against the shot clock. Get back in! How about that? Harrison on a throwback. Zebo will send it and score it. Big fella's got his touchback against Nene. Backs him down, little bully ball, and got the roll. Andrew Harrison and C.J. Washington just swallowed the whistle. Harrison give back Randolph.
It absolutely does.
Carter for three again. Nice contest by Meeks, but Carter knocks it in. Jeff against his former club had 14 back on the 1st of December. In Memphis, Zach Randolph, first points of the night. Randolph again. Harrison lays it in. Harrison played the D-League last year. Nice pass. Gasol so good passing for that high post.
Point the entire game through 3 quarters.
Not a good start to the quarter. Magic turn it over. Daniels tossing up a three. Got it. Alfred Payton into the lane. He turns the ball over. Daniels drops it off to Harrison. Watson guarding him. Randolph will shoot a three. Back-to-back threes. Very quickly in the 4th period. Randolph squeezed between defenders. 15-foot jumper is good by Zach Randolph. Randolph, strong left hand. Missed the shot, and Randolph got it back. Goaltended by Gordon.
I don't think that had a chance of going in either.
I don't either.
Aaron just up there.
Good job by Hazonia to box out. Now trying to fend off an aggressive Harrison and Ennis. Randolph muscles it up and in. Steven Zimmerman has checked in, along with Damian Rudin. Daniels falling out of bounds, drills a three.
Harrison. A little under a minute and a half to go. Over the top they go to Randolph in tight. That's his game. Randolph can't get by Horford. Comes back the other way. Relentless and gets that little hook shot to go. Carter. Daniels. Strong move to the bucket there. Gasol spins in the lane, misses the turnaround. That's what Zach Randolph does right there. Get offensive rebounds and put them back in. 4th quarter. Randolph. Here we go again. Spins this time and gets 2. And it's back to a 1-possession game at 86-83 with 10 minutes to play. Boston back up by 5. Gasol, the 2. See a lot of that over the next 7 minutes. Makes the pass to Randolph. Little jump hook for an easy 2. 95-92. Smart bounce pass is picked off. That's the 13th steal of the game.
Tired of hearing "and one" in their sleep as players plead for that. Randolph, a jab step jumper is good over Cantor. Randolph going to go right at Cantor, hook it up and in. Grizzlies back in front. Vince. Randolph for 3. Bingo! Ennis clears space. Randolph, the jab step jumper. It's in again. Randolph is feeling it. He's shooting 51% in the last 3. Zebo, long two. It's in.
He's feeling it tonight, partner. I mean, he could have rolled to the basket off of that down screen.
5 to shoot. Randolph, step back. Yes, sir!
Offensively, to start the game for Memphis.
Randolph over Laverne. Rings the bell.
A lot is because they don't allow it to be a free-flowing game. And that's how the Thunder like to play.
Daniels, yes. Daniels picked up 3 fouls in no time flat trying to guard Russell Westbrook in the first half.
He did, but I think there's spice in it for these bigs.
Look at Zebo with the fadeaway. It's in! Zach Randolph. Clear the lane for Randolph. No double team yet, so Zebo will hook it up and in.
I told you that funky spin.
Zebo. This is going up. It's going in! 94-71. Daniels for 3. Bingo!
Well, listen, why not throw to the guy that does this on a regular basis?
Coached a little bit too big rush to get the ball out.
There's Randolph.
And Zach Randolph comes in the game, and when he does, the Memphis Grizzlies get better off. One of the fan favorites, and why wouldn't he be?
And that's a fan favorite in Memphis right there, Zach Randolph.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Carter's 3. 24-20, biggest lead of the first half for Memphis. Green, nice pass to Zach Randolph.
Yeah, and Zach just runs straight to the basket. Willie Cauley-Stein fell down.
Zach Randolph. Looked like he was fouled. They didn't get the call. Worse.
Yeah, no, it's like at some point, hey, league, respect the guys calling the game.
Amen. And there is Randolph, and it is 30-20. Boy,
oh boy. It's not going King's way right after a timeout.
That's the 7th Kings turnover, and there you get a layup out of it.
Nice pass by Zach Randolph.
That time he got his legs underneath him, and he gets the ricochet.
Just barely got it over the front iron that time.
Zach, the little scoop to the hoop. Zach Randolph all the way. He's got 12. Shot clock winding down at 2, and that's Zach Randolph.
The flow of the game. Everybody who's seen Nick throughout his career knows that at times in his career he's forced things a little bit. Here is one of the great three-point shooters the league has ever seen, Vince Carter.
Very often.
Harrison second in minutes in NBA rookie, second to Ingram. Here's a 3 for Randolph, and he rattles it home. Here is Parsons trying to navigate his way. Open is Harrison. That is way off. Right to the waiting hands of Zach Randolph. That's a good pass. Baldwin. Martin over a closing Mozgov. And that's a free rebound and score for Zach Randolph. Memphis trying to end the three-game losing streak. Randolph too strong. Less than 2 minutes to go. Zebo steals it away.
Done whatever he's asked to do.
Old friend Zach Randolph is in now. He'll let it fly the left hand and knock it down. He never cools off.
Oh, but Grant Hill took me golfing and showed me Vince's house and told me all about it. And I've asked Vince about it. And he says, I love it. It's my playground. I'm never away from the game. The offense.
Well, he's shown last year in Dallas for sure. 15 points a game in the playoffs. Play as Zach is a scoring machine. He needs some. Here's Harrison. The pick from Randolph. The roll, the go, and the score. 2 minutes to go in the third. Harrison to the elbow. Back to Randolph. He'll let it fly and knock it down. Randolph is there. Allen. Oh, Gasol is out right now. So Zach will go in and score.
Dennis Randolph had his headband hit sideways, drives hard, gets it back, lays it up and in. So tough down low with those amazing hands for Golden State. And it spins, kicks it out corner. Randolph for 3. Durant fell down. Randolph had a wide open look and knocks it down. It's back to 4. Zach Randolph against David West. Talk about two old-time guys going at it. Randolph back up to Parsons. Parsons, good move to the basket. That's going to be crucial for Memphis to get Parsons back to being in rhythm. Carter back to Randolph. Randolph quickly points to Carter.
And it's a credit to him, but it's also a credit to the culture and the rest of the guys in uniform. They've embraced it, and they're totally unselfish, and they're all pro.
That play that Mark Gasol just made off the dribble. That's a sensational play. Is Randolph quick catch and off the glass.
Our point guard, the smallest guy on the floor, many nights is the most dominant player on the floor. But I think it makes the game extremely exciting, and I think our game's in an incredible place.
Certainly some guys that can score, don't get me wrong, but we were impacted by Magic Johnson and watching him run a basketball team, the ability to shoot and score. But
Randolph against David West. Comes up short and tipped in. West tipped it in, but Randolph will get credited for it. 9-point game. 6 to shoot. Randolph poked away by Pachulia. Randolph steps up, jumper. It's good. 7-point game.
Before he began to elevate to take that shot.
Randolph backs in, layup off the glass. It's down to 2. Timeout Golden State. Gasol against Draymond Green. Rushed it, but right there to pick it up and clean it up is Zach Randolph, who's got 23. Gasol deep inside. Randolph lays it up and in. A 4-point Grizzly lead. Randolph going to work. Back up top. Gasol fakes the 3. Down the lane. The floater is good. You've got to now guard his 3-pointer because he shoots it well. 7 on the 24. Randolph wants it again. Shoots it again. Scores again. Zach Randolph puts the Grizzlies up 6 with 2.5 to play in overtime. Draymond Green with a steal. Then he throws it away, trying to get it to Durant. Randolph back to Daniels, an open 3. It's good. Troy Daniels with his 4th 3-pointer. Pachulia tries to double. Conley almost slips again. Finds its way to Randolph. Out to Allen. Allen the drive. Layup. He banks it home. And the lead goes up to 7 with 21.2 remaining.
Not a guy with speed at all. Good reaction there defensively by the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies getting a lot of deflections. They're among the league leaders in that category. Randolph takes a tumble. Conley pulls up for 3.
Rebounds for the Jazz in that first quarter. They turned that into 4 second-chance points. He said, we've got to battle and keep battling on the boards. He said, and stay physical. One thing that he preached when they left the huddle. Keep being physical with this Jazz team.
With playing that style, they've adjusted their games.
Nice back away by Randolph against Sheldon Mack. 2-on-1. Zebo running the floor. Conley to the cup. Lays it up and lays it in. On the baseline. Gasol and Gobert were entangled, and Randolph hits the finger roll. Grizzlies had 4 turnovers in the first half. They have 4 here in the third quarter. Conley, little hesitation move. Wrap around to Randolph. Oh, what a pretty play by Mike Conley. But leaving 4.4 on the clock. Grizzlies match their largest lead of the game. Steal. Carter. Back it in. Holy cow. Pass behind him. He's able to reel it in. Mack. Out of bounds on Carlos Navarro. The La Bamba era. Randolph against Favors. Yes. And the foul.
Can bring to the table.
It's an 11-3 Utah run. Conley lines up a 3. Bingo.
Not having to get shots against the shot clock late to finish out this game.
Randolph with a deep catch and a finish. Conley, his 9th assist of the game. Wants it against Trey Lyles. 7 to shoot. Single coverage. Randolph. Yes!
Conley throws it up with the right hand. Conley ambidextrous as Randolph again doesn't have to jump, just tips it up and in. Thunder shooting 56% from the field. Carter hits the 3-pointer. You know, you talk about Tony Allen having one of his best seasons. Clock at 8. About a 3-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. Conley finds Randolph. Short jumper, soft touch goes through.
Starts the fourth quarter, challenging Zach Randolph, who off contact makes a tough shot for only his third basket.
This crowd into this game as they always are. Their team up by 7. Randolph, count it, and a foul. OKC got caught napping in transition, and Randolph with a chance for a 3-point play. Back to Gasol, threw it away. Daniels comes up with it. 4 to shoot inside to Randolph. Randolph floats it up and in as the shot clock expired. Oh, with 6 to shoot. Robertson is on Conley. Randolph's got to put it up. Shot clock winding down. Drills it, rattles it home. It's a 2-point game.
Opportunity there.
High-low, Jermichael Green with the finish. Good setup by Randolph.
Fourth option now, so he does not rely on to score every night.
Or did you see him come over? Ariza did a great job of picking up Zach. But then Zach got the offensive rebound.
To stop it.
Harden had the ball ripped away.
He was strong for being tiny.
No, he wasn't tiny. They just gave him that name. He was tough. There's Daniels putting it up and in, and the Rockets ought to know he can shoot. Head to Conley. And Zach with a 3. What? And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
It's very persistent.
Yeah, they get down and just do all the dirty work, and that ties it up at 85. Double team, triple team. Took it away from Gordon.
Memphis makes you work defensively.
Back Randolph. Little fall away inside for 2.
And then they do that with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
And we've seen way more flopping than that.
Zach puts it up and gets a foul call on Eric Gordon. Daniels gets it up ahead to Conley. You got to cut the ball off now. Got to cut Conley off. Spin move, and that's set up for 2 easily.
That's when Mike Conley is at his best.
Yeah.
He's electric in transition.
Forward to let Memphis score too much here. Zebo to the middle, and he put it in. That guy is phenomenal.
He's unbelievable.
This year, after he spent the entire summer with the team and in the summer league, had a good showing there. Randolph from outside. I know you're really active and giving back, which is part of this great weekend we've celebrated as part of Dr. King's legacy.
Use your spots, and that's what Vince does now.
Know what that? Conley launching the 3 and knocks down the long one. Memphis taking the lead. Vince started this with a 6-0 run of his own. Daniels off the screen. Zebo for 3. Got it!
Well, they're raining threes here in this fourth quarter. We've had Vince Carter with a couple. In his hands, he can't do anything at the end of the clock.
Saul with a quick 3. Zebo underneath, got his back, and Randolph looks heavenward and says, finally. 5 now for the Chicago Bulls. Randolph squaring up and sizing up Bobby Portis. We've seen that thousands of times in Zach Randolph's career. Won't get the call. Allen at the other end. Allen and Zebo had his back, and Memphis leads by a bucket. Grizzlies down 4. Daniels now 0 for 5 from downtown, and Randolph gets the stick back to go finally.
Finally Gibson on that baseline.
Conley off the Randolph screen. Back to Zebo, tough take, and he gets it to fall.
Getting it in that rhythm like you would off the pass.
Zebo left alone, and he drains it. The steals. Carter guarded by Oubre. Tough shot. Randolph for the pass from Gasol. The two of them often in a domestic squabble. Carter, no call. Zebo the rebound, and he scores. Back at the other end, Wall had a terrific pass.
Randolph against Kufis, 6 to shoot, fadeaway gun that goes. Grizzlies start the quarter with Green, Allen, Daniels, Randolph, and Carter.
Player on him, and they're to play through Zach Randolph.
Fadeaway, rebound to an open spot. Jermichael, a no-look feed to Randolph for the bucket. Lob for Tony Allen, tough catch in traffic, and Tony's going right to the goal. And the Grizzlies doing big business in the paint. Gasol, another one.
And he moved a step further back, partner, for that one.
And Randolph, the hoop and the high. Over Conley, blocked by JaMychal. Ball is loose. Vince ahead to Zebo. This would count. Yes! Holy cow! For Randolph against Cauley Stein. Zebo with the fadeaway. Yes, sir!
I think you use the top of the backboard for that shot to go in.
Conley finds Gasol, who enters the game. Randolph, pump fake and a finish.
I mean, the way he set up that high low, he let Tyler confront him.
Turn it over. Tony Allen is in, deflected by Andrew Harrison. A pitch ahead for Randolph. Feeds Ennis.
About it right now, and yes, they have a nice stock of young guys. And Zebo knocks down another three. He and Mark Gasol, 2 threes apiece against James Harden.
Bullet pass, Tony Allen. Ariza fell down, or at least lost his balance. Randolph sends it and scores it.
Denials in the passing lane, really making the offense tough on the Grizzlies.
Gasol turns into a double team and puts it in anyway. Harden didn't want to pick up his third foul.
Are you trapping? Are you staying? Are we switching? Are you rotating too many times? The lapses here tonight have allowed the Houston Rockets to get easy shots.
Vince trying to post up, finds Randolph on a basket cut. Grizzlies just 7 of 26 from 3. Conley, that's a 3. The Conley 3 that was reviewed, and Randolph fouls it in and draws the foul. The 3 that Conley made that was reviewed already, all courtesy of Gasol. Patterson guards Randolph. Valanciunas steps out against Gasol. Another 3. He made it again! Holy cow! Marc Gasol on fire!
In the game.
Both of these teams very high on the steal list as well. Here's Conley for 3.
I told you I was coming with some hockey, partner. I was coming.
Very nice. Randolph flips it up and in. You look at their play type, and about 9.5% of their possessions are isolations. That's their most successful play call. Randolph puts the biscuit in the basket, and the Grizzlies have the lead 26-24. No whistle sounds. We approach 3.5 remaining first quarter. Randolph against Nogueira. He'll send it and score. Randolph against Nogueira. Zebo. He knows how to walk his defender into paint. A second chance opportunity, and it was at the rim. Zebo's open for 3. Bingo! Conley down as we hit the midway point of the third. Carter going to go on the attack. Pretty fine to Randolph. Grizzlies tie the game at 68. Randolph 14-6. Daytona500.com. Backdoor cut. Tony Allen and the assist to Randolph. 1.5%, but the difference in field goal attempts favoring the Raptors. Zebo hooks it up and in. Vintage Randolph.
And still playing very well. Yeah, had a great move the other night, a 360 along the baseline, and there he is curling the screen. Defender behind, but no help. Defense rotating over, a little pushing it.
Strained left calf. Zach Randolph. Well, Vince looking for his third bucket in the paint. And pop. Randolph defended by Myers-Leonard. Randolph going at Leonard, making it tough for him, but he spins to that strong hand and banked it in. Guys, as opposed to 24. Here's Carter inside, ball rejected, but Zach Randolph cleans it up. Randolph with him. Conley on a give and go to Gasol. That was way too easy. Randolph lays it in.
Well, the play got all confusing for the Blazers early in that transition.
Bouncing mid block to Randolph. They bring 3 at him. Outside Harrison. Triggers and hits. That won't happen very often, but Harrison a 24%er from 3. Drilled that one. Did that land twice, that bounce pass from Leonard?
Well, there was early movement in that play where Crabbe cut and was wide open. Connaughton missed it.
It's the other way, 93-92. Blazers by 1 out. Lowers his shoulders. Says, I'm taking matters into my own hands. Zach Randolph cleans it up.
Stouts wants the pace pushed.
Turner, Zach Randolph reaches in. No contact. Come on. And the ball's fried out. And the crowd now picking up on the energy. Gasol enters to Zach. Turns at the cup and feathers it in. He switches to his right. Misses a shot. Regathers. Pumps it up. No. Rebound. Zach. He feathered another one up and in.
Showing their bodies. They left Plumlee one-on-one, but they knew that they had his back if necessary.
Screen and roll. Zach rumbles into the lane to lay it up and in.
Those long arms.
About him shooting that three. This is where you have a problem right here.
That's exactly right. Going down the lane if he gets past you, but if you can force him to pick up the dribble, then those long arms help. Randolph out front, and that errant pass to Troy.
What Zach Randolph does, he uses that right shoulder.
For some of you, yeah. Back to action again. Jazz with that nice lead right now at 23-17. Well, it's been paired by 3 on that shot. Who's going to replace someone there as Zach Rambo tries to get the basket, runs into Rudy Gobert. Oh, Rudy, he kind of left his feet, and that's just veteran move. Zach Rambo just waited till he had an up and under situation.
Quinn Snyder's way of defending.
Ball stripped away, taken away.
And that official was blocked out there. Probably.
They're getting started slowly.
Well, they neutralize each other.
Yeah.
That 3 Jazz players going after a rebound.
Gasol with a kick to the corner. Randolph, yes. So Zach Randolph just widened out. You know, an 8 to 10 point lead is huge in a game like this. Randolph goes to that left hand with the spin move in the lane. Causing trouble. Doesn't matter how old he gets. The drive. And a little left-handed scoop. Again, the scouting report says he's going to the left hand, and you just sometimes can't stop it. To the 55% on the other side. And that's going to improve the percentage as Randolph hits. It's on the defensive end. You've got to stop somebody. Now Diop trying to close off the driving of Randolph. And somehow Randolph still makes a look. But how did he do it? Which direction? He went to his left again.
Give us some Jazz some problem.
Gasol gets behind Rudy. But Lyles came over. The help defense was good for a moment. And then the tip in. And it results in the 2. Harrison forces contact with Rudy Gobert. And the putback is good. And who else?
Yeah, he just doesn't give up. Well, he fell over his own man, is what the official said. It marked Gasol's legs.
Randolph, and he scores. Timing is everything.
Randolph will give it up. Carter will oblige. Oh, great lead. Nice. Well done. Randolph to Carter, back to Zebo.
His experience being involved with these guys, and now you're bringing that here to the Valley of the Sun as then with the turnover.
Conley averaging nearly 19 points per game this year. He gives it to Randolph, and he rattles in a 3. And the 3-pointers are starting to fall in a pump of the fist.
Because the offensive improvement, they've been offensive rebounding the ball at a very high rate. Tyson Chandler's had a huge month doing that.
Oh, Randolph, little fadeaway.
8-minute game.
And I'd also like them to try to find some, we talked about the threes as Zach Randolph knocks down a long.
Trying to make a bit of a switch. If you're Earl Watson and you're looking at some of those analytics and you're noticing this trend as Zebo and organized with Carter. And the double team comes, and porous is probably the best way to put it as Randolph scores easily inside.
America's on Randolph. Randolph, 2-point range, lets it go, got it. Zach Randolph averaging 14 points per game, 5 of 9 since they are 1 of 8 shooting. Drill nearly have it. Randolph underneath, and Green puts it away. A couple of them on dunks. Randolph against Durrell, puts it up and in.
They've really been doing a good job with the cross screen tonight to get their bigs some points in the paint.
Now Randolph against Fareed. Randolph's got a bang. Top he goes, that's good. He's really developed that 17-footer. Just raises up, knocks it in.
Well, you get out of your head, first of all. The majority of fatigue, these guys are all in their 20s. Your body is able to do this. You'll go do a hard practice one day, come back and have a hard practice next day, so it's not a physical thing.
Pass inside, Green puts
floats it up and in. Now Connor just beat the youngster.
17-point lead late here in the third quarter. Randolph scores it. Timeout Denver. Changed. Nuggets trailing by 16. It's not out of the question, but they'd have to make a big run here. Randolph, boy, he is so good at that. Randolph says he got fouled.
Randolph will show the youngster how to post it up, that's for sure.
Randolph floats it up and in. Zach Randolph.
Score. Carter on the driving kick. Randolph with the putback. Job of tacking the rim.
16 points in the paint have been huge.
Oh, tough shot for Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph returns, feeding Gasol. And how about Jeremy Grant on the pogo stick? No, thank you. Grant has 10 points. Thunder's bench really playing well here tonight. Gasol got loose, and he packs it on the feed over the top. Randolph going to work on LeBaron. Scores on the quick hook. LeBaron being challenged tonight to kick out. Conley for three from Randolph, and it's back to a one-point game.
But you got to start generating some points on the offensive end while the Grizzlies have not been outstanding. As they're getting those, little drop-ins. Randolph got away with a nice little push.
Burke, Oladipo, and Adams. Carter driving. Backdoor is open for Randolph. Up behind the three-point line, he's short. LeBaron wins possession. His 8th rebound. Then Randolph with the steal. He paints it off the glass, and he scores.
Rebounds, blocks, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage this year. Zach Randolph taking it away. Randolph making just his 3rd start of the season.
He's going back to that left hand. When he drives right like that, you want to keep him right. Oh, yeah. Everybody got that mapped out.
Gorgie Chang has it blocked by Wright. The deepest position in the history of the NBA right now at point guard as Randolph collects the basketball and gets hit. Randolph,
so Zach Randolph comes and what he does is he runs.
Ennis didn't hesitate and gets a shooter's touch.
Play that took back the lead for Memphis. Tyus' three has put him right back here again.
Tyus went for a steal.
Yep.
And Aldridge will fire a three. Gasol clears it away. Memphis on the move. Randolph up ahead. He'll take it himself. The ground game for Zach Randolph. Game here in Memphis in their home court since the 25th of January. Out on a 6-game trip. Nice pass. Green sets up Randolph. Beautifully done. And the Spurs. Gasol the turn. No, he misses again. Randolph with the board and the putback. And a foul. And a chance at three for Zebo.
And as long as that love's still there, he continues to work out.
And that's something that I got to tell you, as you see, Zebo knocking down that mid-range.
Tony Parker is back in. Randolph goes to the hole with a strong hand. Easy at the basket.
And I thought that was a bad decision by Aldridge there to not go strong and rely on the pump fake.
Yeah, Randolph scores.
Nice move there by Curry.
Golden State scores more off cuts than any other team in the league. A reverse by Randolph. Randolph against Draymond Green. Michigan State matchup. Nice delivery. Brandon Wright checking it and flushing it through. Brandon Wright, a former Golden State Warrior. Grizzlies won for their last 12. They're down to 32%. Grizzlies have a lot of issues at the moment. Not scoring is one of them. Randolph with a foul.
The defense there by Zebo, not allowing Livingston to really get by and clear himself.
Tony Allen, nice pass. Randolph with a finish. Nice pass. Randolph to finish. Somebody pulled the rim down. I'm not sure it wasn't Curry.
Oh, that's what I said. He shot the layup, but then grabbed the rim.
4 times. Catch and shoot. Daniels. Randolph there. He's been doing that forever. Zach Randolph sneaks inside for the putback. Whitehead, Booker, Scola, Kilpatrick, and LeVert for Brooklyn. Carter again! Wide open 3. Douglas thought twice about that pass. Finally got it to Carter. Right the extra feed. Randolph slips inside for 2.
To encourage you to get involved.
Aiden Spinarco.
Aiden, one of the younger participants from the Spinarco family.
That's Jimmy's grandson.
Grizzlies have not seen him this year. They've seen plenty of him in prior years. Take away Tony Douglas. Douglas. Ennis.
And now they have a Pelicans team just playing freely on the offensive end.
Zebo's open and hits. Grizzlies need some kind of flurry. Conley off the high glass. Randolph puts it back. Point now to pass. Allen Iverson. Randolph will get it. Flip it home.
Look at the difference. You get 2 possessions. When you attack the basket, you get 2 free throws.
It's an interesting perspective. Been around the game a while. Never heard that one. Gasol tapped home by Randolph.
Grizzlies don't settle for that 3 on this possession. Good look inside.
Randolph against Modi Eunice. Hooks it up and in. It's a 1-point game.
Ellis free throw line. Fades and missed it.
Oh, I love
Christmas the rebound.
I love it. Pacers should get the ball.
Back in front by 10.
Okay, you're talking about closeout corner. That's what this has to be about. It's about closing out the corner. The last 3.5 minutes of the game, last 4 minutes, of the period. All the Pacers are trying to do is, you're glad that he threw it to Conley, because all the Pacers are trying to do is figure out how to get through this without getting Miles Turner a foul.
Full shot clock. They'll use multiple pick and rolls. It looks like that message was received
by everyone, and that's a big part of it, JJ. That not only 1 or 2 guys get it, everyone got it.
Rebounded by Green.
Oh, you got to get to the shooter. Yeah, they were screaming to get to this corner. Let him get to his left hand. He's really hard to guard, and that's what I thought that Boy Allen had done well.
Got bounced. That ball, he was stepping out when he caught it. Never really got bounced.
So Jokic's going to guard Randolph. Lets it fly and hits. Ball game. Memphis, jumper outside, no. Randolph there, and Randolph puts it away.
Yeah, he gets in good position. He's one of the greatest offensive rebounders really in the last decade.
Pacers beating the Grizz 102-97. Now Vince Carter lets it go and hits. 11 seconds left. The Nuggets in early February 1999. Nuggets trying to dig it out. And how did he do that? Get out. Vince Carter reaching back, no, and Randolph there again.
There he is again.
Puts it up and in.
Trying to draw the foul.
How would you box him out? Randolph missed it, and he tips it up and in. Boy, that's the danger. Both those guys are so good at that.
The layup is the body.
And with Zach Randolph, Gasol is out. Carter, nice pass, and Zach lays it in.
See, you don't really help, you don't really bother, you don't really fight over the screen, but you kind of stay in that.
Caught in a mismatch here. Conley and low, that's going to be and Randolph missed it, and he lays it in timeout.
That's big and rolls with Gallo and Yoke, 2 plays in a row, 4 straight points. Good job by Will Barton on the screen.
To Randolph, and Randolph scores it. If he gets it, he's going to score it. Saw Chandler in double figures. Now Gasol over the top. Does he ever miss that jump shot? Just keeps knocking them in. 15-footer after 15-footer. 5 to play. Got to have a stop this time. Under to Randolph. Randolph puts it up and in.
Second shot, second chance points, and they've been deadly 21-8 tonight.
It was just too little, too late.
Randolph against Warren, leans in, banks it around and in. Big part he's working against Marquise Britt. Offense is not an issue. Defense is. Randolph. Yes.
Dribble drive.
Randolph into the paint, hooks it up and in. Allen Williams beats Zach Randolph. Ennis against Dudley. A topside Zebo 3-try. Bingo. Randolph. Yes. Strong move against Chris.
Is very nice because he shoots it going up with as much bounce as he has.
7 for Brandon. Randolph breaks it away from Barbosa. Grizzlies. Ennis throws it up and draws the foul. Douglas got by Barbosa. Randolph on the deck, a step back against Williams. Ring it up.
Just get by him and set his teammates up.
Ennis curls. Randolph offensive rebound and a stick back. Conley matched up against Ulis. Randolph against Williams. A cut through by Brandon Wright and the put in. Douglas down the lane. James Ennis for 3. Timeout Phoenix. Ennis flyby 3-try. Rebound Brandon Wright. Dunk down. And a dunk for Randolph. His first of the season. He loves dunking against Phoenix. Vince Carter ejected in the first half. Randolph rolls to the rim and banks it in. Grizzlies wanted an and 1. Assists. Conley. Gasol. Randolph. Yes, sir. How sweet it is.
You better believe it. Think about the point guards in this league. All of them are at this point.
Randolph got Noel up in the air. No foul was called. Boy, Memphis not happy about it, but Zebo has scored anyhow with what he's doing with the Mavericks this year. It is so much fun.
There's no doubt about it, Mark. And especially 6 being a starter. Zach Randolph taps it back in.
6 points, 5 rebounds, couple of steals in the first quarter for Nerlens Noel. Vince Carter a pocket pass. Marc Gasol with a very good lead to Zebo.
Shooting just 36%. I think it's actually a blessing. You see Zach yelling and screaming and getting 2. And he did the rest. Well, that was kind of in transition as Green knocks down another 3.
37% this year for JaMychal Green. Pocket pass. Here comes Randolph. Tony Allen. 23% from 3 this year.
But still able to come up with the block against a pretty big guy.
Randolph. Vintage Randolph off the offensive rebound and the way he was able to score. 12. Things going a whole lot better against the Grizzlies tonight than when Dallas lost to them here in November. Randolph and putback off an air ball jumper by Gasol.
Coming from the D League.
Yeah. And they were together as teammates at Duke for a year or 2.
There you go.
Seth actually said that as a big Zach hits a big shot after the New Orleans game when we interviewed him.
Douglas is really up on Seth.
Better be.
Steal, Zach Randolph read the passing lane. Curry looking over for Finney Smith. Douglas, Gasol, nice catch. Quickly moved it along to Vince Carter. Paint catch from Zach Randolph. 51.5% is the shooting number for the Mavs. Randolph, how many times has he made that move right there?
He's so smooth.
Dirk tonight, 6 points. Randolph. Last bucket of third quarter was right there at the logo. A jumper over Salah. And starts the fourth quarter with the same thing.
You've never been jarred before.
Once again, now Salah really active hands, but Randolph beats him off the dribble.
That's why he's so good, because he does have that ability.
He was hot against the Clippers from that corner.
He was hot. He was great defensively.
Yeah, he really set the tone for the Rockets out in L.A. And there's
Zebo for Zebo.
Yeah. Marc Gasol. Working on Anderson and gives it up. What a great pass.
Yeah, them two have been working well together, interior, inside the paint. Well, he's got supreme ball handling skills. You can't stop the dude.
Oh boy, what a block by Nene. And Zebo stays after it. Conley back over to Douglas down the corner, repositions for a 2. It was short, it was an air ball. Zebo got it back to Green. Good hustle by
Tony
the big guy, Zach Randolph.
Point line, mostly known as a hustler, rebounder, shot blocker. As you say, has a three-pointer work.
Douglas steps through, and it danced in. JaMychal Green. 40 seconds remain in the first. Grizzlies down 4. They came back from an 8-point deficit to grab the lead as Randolph feathers one in.
We talked about it. The biggest issue have to make sure that they are moving well. Good screen set by Conley.
Jamaica Green presents himself, had the ball knocked away. Randolph picks it up and puts it home. They give up more points against the West than anybody else. Conley. Yes.
It's just so smooth offensively. 12 made threes, partner, makes everything easier.
Conley, baseline move, set up by Randolph. Randolph matched up against Quincy AC. We approach 4 minutes remaining in the third. Randolph, yes! Nets are going to make you play the full 48. Randolph against AC, yes! Crawford now with Randolph on a switch. Crosses over, creates, Zach got a piece of it. Randolph. Good find by Tony Allen. Shot clock down to 5. Conley levels off. Randolph, gotta go. 2 seconds. Still gotta go. Banked it in!
Rebo said the easy, uncontested ones are hard.
The Clipper team that is not known for their rebounding. Throughout the season, they have really struggled on the glass. Randolph with a steal.
Doc Rivers has complained about that being their biggest issue.
Carter with the reverse. Gasol with a drive on DeAndre Jordan. Randolph. Conley. Randolph, the offensive rebound, puts it home.
So there's the first one.
Gasol will step back. It's a 3. Randolph, despite being pushed in the back by Griffin, able to collect the rebound and put it in. 21 times this season. They're 47 right now. Randolph puts it home. 12 boards for Randolph. NBA this season. Jamaica Green is in, being guarded by Griffin. Tony Allen a dump down, and Randolph finishes it off. Zebo for 3. Bangles. Gasol. Randolph. And one for Zach Randolph. Shots not falling from the perimeter, but Grizzlies doing some work underneath. Tony Allen has checked in. Conley beats Schroeder and finds Randolph underneath. And that speaks to the indecision and the mental aspect of the game. Randolph, yes, and a foul on Ilyasova.
Timeout. Cannot get to whatever play they were really wanting to run.
Randolph against the shot clock over Muscala.
For years, which is young, athletic bigs, but also athletic wings.
Jamaica Green continues to boil. For the All-Star break was pretty poor. Daniels doubled. Randolph with 9 to shoot. Entry, Gasol up, under, and in.
That is some beautiful footwork. Wow.
Middleton's first shot comes up short. Randolph. Yes. Grizzlies start the quarter with Conley, Harrison, Randolph, Daniels, and Brandon Wright in for the first time tonight. 9% from beyond the arc. Dellavedova. Good defense, forces a turnover. It's the 4th against Milwaukee. A look ahead. Oh, Zebo, yes, and the foul on Monroe. Not quite a dunk.
Second, third effort defensively, but as you're saying, you're right. They're doing it in unison.
Zebo with a step-back gun that goes. Conley probes the middle, sets up Randolph. Yes, sir! And with that basket, Zach Randolph passes Jason Kidd on the all-time scoring list. For the Grizzlies tonight. 7 to shoot. Conley against Brogdon. Randolph over Teletovic, puts it in.
They were trying hard to get the ball to Zach Randolph.
Penetration has been an issue for the Grizzlies this year. Grizzlies trying to work a high-low. They get the angle to Randolph against Teletovic. He flips it up and in. Back-to-back buckets from Randolph, and Jason Kidd calls for time.
Back to him again, and he goes inside and bounces it up. Missed it. Putback is good. There isn't anybody better in the league at that. The floor, and it's just carried over since. Randolph got the roll.
You may have to come down and reach and double team a little bit on Randolph. You don't want to get him going
29. Bulls with their largest lead of the game. It's a nice, strong power move there.
That time D-Wade gambled and it didn't pay off.
Step back jumper is good. He made a career out of that. Brings it down and drives and then circles and then drives again and pitches. And the shot up and good. Conley. They want to find Randolph. They have him inside. He scores.
It's a luxury to have a big man that can pass the ball from the three-point line.
Fed down to Randolph. Double teamed. Whipped upstairs. Gasol running in. Stuffs it. They count the bucket. And a foul on Mirotic.
Three-point shot. Conley to right. Tough interior passing. Zebo lays it in. Zach Randolph with his first two.
Zach knows his way around the basket, doesn't he?
Tonight, I get the foul move.
You know what? It really gets you in a kind of a slow, methodical night.
Zach Randolph hits the soft bounce off the rim. Spins it to Randolph. They can fire for Ennis.
Good ball fake there by Ennis.
James Ennis, second field goal, now has 5 points in the game. Ennis. And a Zach Randolph layup.
And Zach Randolph is not going to leave the paint.
Marc Gasol into Zebo. That soft touch around the paint.
He's an excellent post player.
The one area, as Randolph puts it on the deck against Aldridge and goes to work with 4 on the shot clock. Mark's got to launch a deep 2 that goes. Carter, pocket pass. Randolph hooks it up and in.
So Vince Carter has done everything and above.
Goes out. Vince with 5, 2 boards, 2 assists. Harrison sets up Randolph in rhythm and down it goes. He is in for the San Antonio Spurs.
Nice player. There's Bertans.
Randolph with the mismatch. Going right at Patty Mills. Antonio, Grizzlies by 8 in the final minute of the first quarter.
The Spurs have been so good for so long.
Randolph's 3 is through! Grizzlies 4 of 6 from distance and they're up 11. Randolph against Aldridge. Zebo. Yes!
Everybody's got to get back defensively, and everybody's got to be in on the rebounds. Grizzlies currently down in the rebound.
Troy Daniels for 3. Gasol, high-low. Randolph. Yes!
Bertans just not physical enough to stop Zach Randolph.
That is a portion of Europe that produces a lot of really good basketball players when you factor in Lithuania. And Randolph a finger roll and a foul. Bertans is getting introduced to bully ball from Zach Randolph.
And he definitely bought in this year. Blocked away. Cousins has 2 early blocks, but right back to Zach Randolph. Gonna be a deep one. Daniels can get it there, and it's kept alive by the young man who just came into the game. Zach Randolph, long run for him. Gasol gets a break, and Conley gets a 3.
You don't want to get down too big.
12.
Zach Randolph.
Paging Matt Garner, because that was exactly what he was talking about.
There's Zach Randolph along with Conley, Marc Gasol, Allen, and Carter. And Allen knocks down the jumper. Timeout Spurs with 5:28 remaining in the third quarter. Ginobili.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get the foul call there.
Ennis again with a dunk. And it's a 3-point game.
Shot.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out. They're going to be down 2 more points.
Tony Allen underneath, and the basket by Zach Randolph.
Draymond repelled Zebo, wants it on the repost.
I think he's better off defensively if he faces up like that. Now, that's his range.
Conley very clever. He and Randolph running that 2-man game. You see Zach gets a lot of ISOs here. And Randolph doing work outside and now inside.
Watch, all the tape, I should say. They see what you're trying to do with the offense, so they're looking for cutters. And they're speaking of a cutter.
Tony Allen's game.
It's nice. 2 of my teammates are still alive. One of them was 101 and the other was 98.
Zach Randolph hitting another wing jumper.
That's a great draft for longevity and talent.
How about the out-of-bounds play run by Memphis? Tony Allen, the dunk in the half court. They lifted all the Warriors out of the lane.
Had to get out of the lane. They didn't give it to Carter.
Allen nearly traveled, and Randolph benefited. We got a good one. The first of an amazing 5-game stretch.
That's
Zach Randolph.
That typifies Zach Randolph.
Barnes was a former Grizzly member. Just see how well they played defensively. I mean, Ennis denied, then Randolph and Allen in the passing lane. Grizzlies shooting 56%, Warriors 50%. We've seen tough defense. We've seen rugged rebounding. And
how tough is Zach Randolph? He just took Draymond Green. I think it's going to be the defensive player of the year. Careful with the ball. They're a little sloppy.
Play setting up. Pachulia dropped it initially. Finally got it back.
You got to get rid of it. Yep. If you don't get rid of it there.
Playing defense against Randolph and Conley, this is like going to the dentist. They're going to use the whole shot clock. They're going to wear you down. Vince Carter ties the game.
Well, no, it's never about that. I didn't like the officiating, obviously. I don't remember exactly why, but Randolph gets that to go.
Here's the matchup with Randolph and Koufos. They were once teammates, and Zach Randolph ties the game at 2.
Yeah, they need him right for any kind of a push in the playoffs. They're obviously a playoff team. As you see, Tony Allen not known for his outside shot, but making that one.
He was the first player out on the floor this afternoon, and he was the first one out by over an hour. And there's Green answering back with a 3 of his own. And Wright, and again, does not get the roll. This time Randolph, and he puts it home on the rebound, 17-12.
Again, this tough matchup in Zach. Well, it's a tough cover for Costa Cook.
Zach Randolph was really unguardable. You just couldn't stop the guy. Here's Costa. He's still good, but he's not where he was.
No, he's dropped a notch. You know, as age will, Father Time.
Things have done a nice job on Conley in terms of making him, shoot a lot. He's only made 4 of 11 for his 12 points. There's Zach Randolph to put his team up by 2. And it's tipped in by Randolph. That's what he does. He is so good at that. Zach Randolph.
You have to pay attention to them and not allow it to happen here.
Randolph rumbles to the bucket and gets it to drop in. Harrison on the throwback, extra pass. Now Daniels is open. His 3 is through.
That's what Andrew Harrison's going to do. Every time he comes off a screen.
See how the Grizzlies respond. Shot clock down to 4. Conley, his 3 is through again. Randolph, a rough shooting night so far, goes to work against Christmas. Hooks it up and in. Second field goal make for Randolph tonight. Indiana has never led. Randolph over Christmas. Yes.
And one thing, because they have the small lineup on the floor.
But yeah, it's been all about. Oh, there's a takeaway by Zach Randolph. 3-on-1. Tony Allen dishes Randolph, lays it up, and foul, and they're going to call a goaltend. 24 points off the Indiana bench. Randolph drives, flips, goaltended. Daniels, pretty pass to Randolph.
Again, look, why was that pass there?
Thaddeus Young, double team comes from the backside. Zebo, pump fake, flips it up and in. Vintage Zach Randolph. Grizzlies need to stay in attack mode. Randolph flashes to the foul line, give back Conley. 3-ball. Down the one it goes for Mike Conley.
The Grizzlies doing what they have to do to keep stride with the Thunder.
Zebo, a little shake and bake and a make over LaVoy Allen. Randolph against Finney-Smith. Going to go to work, flip it up, and in. Throw it to number 50 is usually a pretty good idea. Kyle likes to dip into the bag of tricks every once in a while, and he's got the 2-3 zone employed right now. Randolph with an open look. Bring it up.
What makes it hard to play a 2-3 in the NBA is that you cannot stand a guy in the middle with 7-second chance points to this junction.
Yeah, and 7 off of 4 offensive rebounds. Daniels for 3. It's through!
Rotation guys did a good job.
Daniels, he's got to look at a three. Bingo! Man, Troy Daniels, he is just so much fun to watch. Nothing so far. Randolph against Mesri. Jab step jumper. Yes, sir! Wow, one hands by Randolph, but he still can't finish it. Tony Allen, the offensive rebound. The dump down to Randolph, and finally it's in. Grizzlies working hard, and Rick Carlisle is forced to call another timeout. 10-3 run by Dallas. Z-Bo. Yes. Well, how about this? Dallas had 8 field goals in the first half. They had 11 in the third quarter. Randolph against Mesri, 10 to shoot. Z-Bo, step back gun. He made another one. Big fella's hungry. Randolph against Noel, 5 to shoot. Noel gives him room, and Zach makes him pay. Conley covered up by Barea. Z-Bo, backdoor cut, Tony Allen, and a great find by Randolph. Steal. Randolph gonna go one-on-one. Hook it up and in.
Watching something very special with what Mike Conley has done this season, especially this month.
Randolph with the takeaway.
Troy Daniels, by the way, in their last game had 7 baskets, Stu. They were all threes against the Mavericks. Scored 21 points. Conley goes down the middle and scores. Tyler Ennis is in. Hands it back off to D'Lo. Tried to bounce it to Robinson. That was in traffic. Lead for Baldwin. Baldwin all the way. Stuffs it home in transition. Crowd reacted to it, but he couldn't finish right inside the paint. Tony Allen, scoop pass to Randolph. That counts. He didn't get much elevation here at Staples Center for a matter of moments. Oh, Zach Randolph.
He ran the floor and got great position on the Jordan Clarkson. Jordan had no chance. See what they can do about increasing that 6-0 run coming out of a timeout. Teams normally are pretty successful.
Zach Randolph with that professional move. Ennis. Daniels trying to get some space so he can launch that three. They battle underneath. Randolph with the offensive glass and the second chance basket.
There was no credit necessary. He didn't have to change anything. You just misread it.
Z-Bo underneath. That's another one underneath for Zach Randolph. And the Lakers lead by 5. There's the muscle of Zach Randolph.
Yeah, you got to get the ball out of his hands. You can't let him back in that long.
Surprised that they even doubled Zach Randolph with Kyle Anderson in that situation.
Lee and Powell batted around, but neither can put it in the ring.
It just befuddles you with the ticky-tack calls.
Conley the miss, Randolph the follow.
That's his game right there.
Oh, Powell, and the pass gave Randolph the opportunity to knock it away. Underneath, Brendan Wright.
Now, I want Kyle Anderson to hold on to that ball a little bit longer. Tony Parker.
Spurs 8-0 run here. Randolph gets loose. Guarding Vince Carter now. And Randolph gives it up to Conley. He goes right to the rack and scores. Drops that one home.
Yeah, that's the one we saw Memphis make a great rotation on early in the ball game when we showed it to you. And that time they got sucked in because Patty Mills turned the corner at the right angle and then feeds it right back to Powell.
Powell Gasol gets 9 and the bench overall 13 as the fourth quarter's underway, and Randolph gets the first bucket here. Conley to Mark Gasol to Zach Randolph.
It's a luxury to have Biggs game of the year and cost us that first game. Cost us the first round.
Against Memphis.
Yep.
Spurs were the #1 seed and lost to #8 Memphis.
For the athlete strains and sprains and tears.
Ice is coaching, by the way, in that 3-0.
That's smart, yeah. Try to get the ball past those hands.
Look to Selden inside. Z-Bo got it with 2.7.
Oh.
Sabonis guards Randolph. Once upon a time that happened in a Portland Trailblazer practice, but it was Domantas' father, Aretas. Trail it 39-34. Cantor and Randolph. Knocked away. Daniels with the takeaway, and the Grizzlies force. Randolph over Taj Gibson.
Nice play there. Run the screen and roll with Z-Bo. Because of the pressure that Westbrook puts on the defense.
Carter. Tapped around and in. Randolph with the step back. It's in. 3-point game. 73-70 Oklahoma City. Randolph over Sabonis. Sabonis hit the deck, was looking for a charge. Kristen Cantor and Nick Collison, who guards Randolph. Got the step and goaltended. Selden. Randolph for three. Has the lead. Timeout, Oak City. To figure out his role.
Let's figure out how he has to score, what he has to do. Playing with Russell.
Daniels, that's a two. It's a two since James Williams. Randolph against Taj Gibson. Z-Bo. Yes! And the foul!
Listen, they do a tremendous job because I always say those are things that have to happen in real time.
Randolph, nice delivery from Conley.
Beautiful delivery, a better duck in.
Blocked by Vince Carter. Loose ball picked up by Conley. Here we go the other way. Randolph. Tony Allen cuts the hammer and drops it. No information out there. The league has not released the schedule, nor will they release it until later tonight. There are still some playoff seeds to be determined. Out east, and there is Zach Randolph. His names. Give back. Harrison to the reverse. Pretty play. Grizzlies working the high-low to perfection. Daniels, step back guns off the heel. Rebound slapped in by Mesri. Give it to Randolph. Grizzlies start the quarter with Selden, Daniels, Harrison, Randolph, and Brandon Wright. Z-Bo going right at Mesri. A couple of pump fakes. Puts it in and draws the foul. Randolph, tough pull-up. Puts it in.
Z-Bo working on his perimeter game.
Now he guards Zach Randolph. Z-Bo just bullies him out of the way. Randolph, Mesri goes down. Rick Carlisle looks at Mitchell Irvin and says, why no whistle? 10 turnovers for Dallas. Grizzlies have 11. Z-Bo. Yes!
Able to make some shots, give them a defensive presence, and they're going straight to a double team. Nice move by Wade there on the baseline. Nice give back by Z-Bo, but if Hammonds can make that shot on a regular basis.
One of the top scoring benches in the league. Zach Randolph working against David Lee, and Z-Bo with a little bully ball on Lee. Coming off the curl. Z-Bo hands it off to Conley, got all the way to the paint, high off glass and in. And get the mismatches like you own them at first quarter. They got to get Randolph going, and there's just his fourth point of the ball game, Hubie. Nobody else on their bench has scored a bucket. Harrison going to work on Bryn Forbes. Zach Randolph trying to find some rhythm, perhaps to even take into the next game.
Oh yeah, that's what Coach Fizdale's looking for.
16 from the San Antonio Spurs. Switch on defense. Now they got Green on Randolph, doubled by Gasol, and that's a good shot by Zach Randolph. Low shooting percentage. You just saw that number right there for the Grizzlies. Randolph gets that to go. He was 3 of 13 in game 1, 6 of 9 in threes, 4 of 9 mid-range shots, 5 of 12. Randolph with Paul Gasol defending. Down by James Ennis that they missed, but defense is where his calling card came from. Good offensive rebound, Randolph on the miss outside by Troy Daniels. Spurs have a foul to give. Gasol and Randolph. What a move. Randolph will start his second half for Memphis. Ennis is on the wing and Vince Carter. That goes down for Zach Randolph. They changed things up here a little bit.
Recovery. Did you see that?
Recovery is a good word to use. Yep. Shot clock at 5. Randolph puts it in. Zach has come to play tonight. Third overall leading scorer in the history of basketball. Shot clock at 4. Carter 3. Good! Carter from outside. 7-5. Randolph is picked up by Powell. Across the lane in the deuce.
Down there between David Lee and Pau Gasol.
Kawhi crossover once. Pickpocketed by Zach Randolph. Ginobili sneaks one inside. Another turnover for San Antonio. It's picked up by Conley. Match on Parker. Harrison, good shot. Great position. Beautiful. Randolph got it with the spinner inside. Leonard the other way. Puts on the brakes. The defense falls and he throws it away.
Stretch along with Korver and Channing Frye. And that group got it done. Randolph isolation with Lee. Nudges his way in for the bucket. Randolph, Harrison, and Conley for Memphis. Randolph. Fade away. Got it. Slow rolled in there. Selden puts it on the deck. Selden knocked away. Gets it back. Randolph corner jump. Knocks it down. Zach Randolph with a triple for the Grizzlies. Lee one-on-one with Randolph. Lee, bank shot, no. Tip in, yes. It's Gasol. For his approach, there's nothing flashy about anything that he does on the floor, but it is effective. Randolph sticks it. David Lee forced to smile after Randolph put that one between his legs and hits the fadeaway.
Leonard pulls up, misses, rebound filters out to Vince Carter. Grizzlies 3 on 12, they hurry. Randolph runs the floor and dunks!
By Aldridge. Conley puts it on the deck. Pocket pass for Randolph. The spin and the bucket. A tough one for Zach Randolph.
Was important in that play.
Yeah, he gets to start here in the third quarter because of the foul trouble.
Randolph over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Randolph. The drive in on Lee. Lefty on lefty. Randolph leans in. Gets it to go and a foul. Sneaky play by Zach Randolph. Randolph. Drives in and scores. +1.
This end of the floor.
Behind Gasol, fortuitous to Carter, who cashes in. Carter on the drive, whips it back. Gasol with some space to shovel the finish. Randolph.
Boy, how unselfish was that sequence?
No hesitation. Rebound Conley. Randolph on a run out. Zubo plays it in. Aldridge. Memphis trying to even up this series at 2 games apiece. Conley with the seas parting, no, but it leaves Randolph alone.
They're on him.
Gasol, 7 turnovers in this game. How about Carter? The give. Randolph flips it home. Memphis back in front.
39.6 in the first 4 games, but they struggled other than Kawhi in game 4 as Randolph vintage work underneath.
Get your hands dirty. Go ahead and try to take the big fella to the basket.
Randolph turns, goes against Aldridge and scores. Ties it at 25.
With the other players trying to beat you.
Parker. Ooh. Underthrown, and Zach Randolph to Ennis against Danny Green.
Oh, you got to leave that one on alone.
Went right to the basket.
Well, that shows that he's in it. He's not going in there softly.
Conley to Randolph for 2. Timeout Spurs. Bit as expected here tonight. Parker went for the steal. Randolph.
Yeah, that's where he's got to play position defense. The guy, Bill, who doesn't play well above the rim.
Yeah, exactly.
He just has terrific footwork. Knows how to use his body.
5, and that led him to a win. Carter's going to fire again. Zebo in there with a board. Offensive rebound and a putback. Zach Randolph. Former Rookie of the Year as a Memphis Grizzly. Pau Gasol. Conley looking for help. Zebo's there. 2 on him. Still scores.
What a tough catch, first of all. Hey, there's going to be some physical play. Let's just keep getting after it.
So the Grizzlies have been hot. They've made 7 of the last 8. And what a score by Zebo! 14 3-point make game in game 5. Randolph working on David Lee. First possession out of the half, and Zach Randolph scores. Tony Parker with Carter on him. Shifty. Carter's right there, step for step. Now Lee turns the corner, and the lefty is blocked by Randolph.
His offense just aggressive from the first quarter out.
Now 8 for 10 from the field, and Gasol gives it to Randolph. The big passing in the paint. And all knotted at 75 here.
Excuse me, Brian. A great defensive stand there by the Grizzlies. And oh, look at that. Z-Bo missed one, threw him down, got it back up, and got the offensive rebound and put it back in.